Wendy's just dropped their thin mint Frosties. We got a chocolate one and a vanilla one, and we're gonna see how they are. So I heard about these, and I get to the Wendy's closest to my house, and there's like no advertisements at all. So I'm like, whatever, I'm sure they have it. So I pull up, nothing on the menu, nothing on the front windows. Luckily, when I went to order, they knew what I was talking about and they had them, but I was a little skeptical at first. I didn't think that they were actually gonna have these, but they did. So these are the Thin Mint Girl Scout Cookie Frosties. I guess it's a normal Frosty, and then the syrup is the Girl Scout Cookie Thin Mint flavor. We've got a chocolate one and a vanilla one. Both of these are small. It was like $6 for 2 of them. I mean, just looking at it, there's a ton of syrup in here. So I didn't really know what to expect. I've seen some people sharing these, online, and it's really hard to tell what's going on in them, but these look like they have a good amount of the chocolate thin mint syrup in them. I'm gonna do the actual chocolate one first. I can't even tell you the last time I had like a Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie. It's kind of been a while since I've had a Frosty. So it's not just syrup, it's like a gritty cookie paste type of deal going on in here. Trying to scrape some of this into the Frosty. I don't think, it looks like they just line the cup with it. I don't think there's actually any mixed in. So that's what I'm kind of doing here. With the chocolate Frosty, you're getting a lot of the mint to come through, but the chocolate's I think it's kind of hidden by the chocolate Frosty. It tastes just like a Thin Mint cookie. It really does. You can kind of see that swirled in there. There's some cookie pieces. They're very fine though. You get a little bit of a crunch. The further I get down in here, the better it's getting mixed in. So if you take the time to actually really mix this in, I think it's gonna be a whole lot better. So when we get to the vanilla one, we'll actually put a little more effort into it. I mean, that's pretty good. If you like Wendy's Frosties, this adds a little bit of extra flavor to it, especially, if you're a fan of Thin Mints. Even if you're not, it's not like super duper minty. It's just very subtle, very subtle. It's not bad at all. As far as being overly minty, you know what I mean? So, like I said, the chocolate in the Frosty, I think kind of hides the chocolate in the cookie syrup. So maybe the flavors do better in vanilla. We'll see. There's a lot of that on this lid. So I'm gonna try to scrape this in. We're gonna mix this up pretty good. See what we can get. Yeah, I mean, look at all that. So all right, I got this mixed in pretty good. So just a word of advice, if you haven't had one of these yet and you go to get one after seeing this or whatever, you know what I mean? Just be sure to mix it really well. Otherwise, you have the cookie syrup or whatever you want to call it around the cup, but they don't actually put any in the Frosty. So you got to mix it up. Once you get one and you open it up, it's pretty obvious, but just take some time to mix it. That way, otherwise you're just going to get to the bottom and a lot of that cookie is going to be at the bottom and you're going to have no Frosty to eat it with, which is good by itself, but kind of ruins the whole point, right? So this is looking like a Oreo Blizzard now that it's mixed in. You can kind of tell now, right, that all the cookies mixed in. The chocolate Frosty dumbs down the chocolate in the chocolate syrup. So in my opinion, a better flavor combination is the vanilla Frosty. You actually get to taste the chocolate and the mint separately as you're eating it. So you get more of a thin mint experience with the vanilla. So if you're only gonna get one, get the vanilla. Even if you're not a huge vanilla fan, if you get the chocolate, you really just, it just tastes like a chocolate Frosty with just a little hint of mint. You don't really get the chocolatey cookie flavor. Overall, this is pretty good. Thin Mint's not my favorite Girl Scout cookie, but I know what they're, what they're getting at. A lot of people like the chocolatey, minty type of vibe in their ice cream. That's not my favorite, but this is pretty good. That being said, if you are a fan of the Thin Mint, it's spot on. It tastes just like it. You would love this. The vanilla is much better. That's actually all I have for tonight. I didn't get any food items. I wanted to make a video, something on the quicker side, so I thought 2 Frosties would be kind of perfect for that. Got a couple other things in mind for later this week, things that I've been looking out for. Today I knew was gonna be, like schedule-wise, gonna be kind of hectic on my end, so that allowed me to do something quick to get a video out. If y'all like this video, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment with some feedback or suggestions for food. As always, if you want to subscribe, it'd be much appreciated. Thank you to those that have already. But that's it. That wraps it up. Y'all take care.